Hi, this is Alyssa Mangino, and this is my Week 4 mini project for Multimedia Workshop, the Tech Video Project. I teach 8th grade science, and the unit that I'm focusing on for this assignment is the Growth and Reproduction unit. Overall, this unit focuses on the different mechanisms for reproduction and their effects on genetic variation for the offsprings, as well as the factors that contribute to organism growth. Some of the big ideas from this unit are that organisms reproduce through sexual and/or asexual reproduction. Plants can reproduce in a variety of ways. Animals engage in characteristic behaviors that affect their probability of successful reproduction. And genetic and environmental factors affect the growth of organisms. Some of the essential questions would include: what influences the growth and development of an organism? How do characteristic animal behaviors and specialized plant structures affect the probability of successful reproduction of animals and plants respectively? How do environmental and genetic factors influence the growth of organisms? And how do asexual and sexual reproduction affect the genetic variation of offspring? The 3 technologies I looked at for this assignment were Thinglink, TouchCast, and Canva. I chose these 3 because I think that they would be ideally used for an assessment. So for each of those platforms, students would be producing some kind of artifact that would display their understanding or mastery of a concept. Thinglink is a site that gives students the ability to annotate images, maps, and other types of media. So for this unit, I would ask students to find a picture of any plant of their choosing and annotate its reproductive method. So in doing so, students would locate and identify the plant's sex organs and provide descriptions explaining how the plant reproduces. As students make their annotations, they can label them numerically to better show the steps of reproduction for the plant. Also with Thinglink, students would have the choice to either write out their annotations or voice record. Canva is a site that students can use to make really pretty infographics. So for this unit, I would ask students to create an infographic that highlights the differences between sexual and asexual reproduction. So ideally, I would have students explain each method of reproduction. Students would highlight the advantages and the disadvantages of both types of reproductions. And then I would ask students to provide examples of organisms that only reproduce sexually, only reproduce asexually, and organisms that can reproduce sexually or asexually. The last technology would be TouchCast. So TouchCast allows students to make good quality videos. And in this unit, I would kind of have students act like Steve Irwin or some other kind of nature documentarist, where they would choose an animal of their choice and create a video explaining the reproductive strategies for the animal that they chose. I would ask that they try to achieve this within a 2 to 3 minute video. So these technologies, I believe, improve student learning because it gives students a different outlet to show what they know as opposed to just taking a test. Using these technologies, they're able to show creativity and they're fun to use. So I think that it would also promote student engagement. Right? Thank you.